Hi everyone. So today we are going to try and solve a problem of cost of capital. So here is a question on cost of capital, and we are going to try to solve the summation of cost of capital using the formula of weighted average cost of capital, or in short, it is called WACC. All right. Let me write it down. WACC. All right, WACC short for weighted average cost of capital. So this formula will have three portions. One is the cost of capital, weighted average cost of capital for debt, and then plus with the weighted average for a cost of capital of preferred shares, plus with weighted average of cost of capital for a common share. So we can add these three up, and we will get the weighted average of the whole um, capital. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. All right, this question is says here. You are working as a consultant at the Lulu Athletic Clothing Company, and you have been asked to compute appropriate discount rate to use in the evaluation of purchase of a new warehouse facility. You have determined the market value of the firm current capital structure, which the firm considers to be its target mix of financing sources as follows. So this company, at Lulu Athletic Clothing Company, it has this capital structure. It has bond, preferred stocks, and common stock as part of its financing mix. So bond, it has 30,000. Okay. The preferred stock, it has preferred stock around 30,000. And bonds, it has 300,000. Preferred stock, it has 200,000. And common stock, 500,000. To finance the purchase, Lulu will sell a 20-year bond. Okay, that's a 20-year bond with 1,000 par value, paying 6% per year, with interest paid semi-annually at the market price of 1,020. Preferred stock paying $2.50 dividend can be sold for 35 per share. Common stock for Lulu is currently selling at $50 per share. The firm paid $4 dividend last year and expect dividend to continue growing at a rate of 4% per year for the indefinite future. The firm marginal tax rate is 34%. What discount rate should you use to evaluate the warehouse project? So this is the scenario of the question. So I will try and use Excel to solve this problem. So first of all, I will put in all the data in this Excel. So for example, here I have bond data. Bond is 300,000 following this. All right. If I have what is this? Okay. Preferred stock is 200,000. I take from here, and common stock is 500,000. So if I would total this up, it will give me a million. All right, total these three up, it gives me a million. So in weighted average, we need to find out what is the percentage of each capital contribute to the 1 million. All right, so it means that I need to know how much is bond, how much is percentage is bond, how much percentage is preferred stock, and how much percentage is common stock. So in that case, we can key in the formula as 300,000 here, divide by the total 1 million. All right, so we get a 30%. Okay, so again, this one also we can use this 200,000 divided by 1 million, and again this one 500,000 divided by 1 million. So this is the weightage. All right, we already have a weightage, because if you look at the formula requires us to calculate, okay, if you break down this debt, it is W times with W is the weightage of debt multiplied by the cost of capital of debt. All right, cost of debt plus weightage of preferred share multiplied with cost of preferred share plus weightage of common stock multiplied by cost of common stock. So the W here, right, the W here is the weightage of this one. So basically we already have that figure ready. All right, so next is we key in the information on the debt, right? So the debt that we have here is 1 million. Bond market value is not 1 million, is 1,000. And then bond market value is 1,020. Coupon rate is 6%. It is stated here, 6%. Where is it? Here. All right, it is stated 6%. And then we also have duration. Okay, we also have a duration here, which means that how long does this what do you call this bond, the maturity is 20 years. Where did we get this 20 years? It is stated here. Okay, where is it? 20 years, not that one. Yeah, this one, 20 years. Okay, so we have that data there. And then this bond is it is paid semi-annually. So that's why I key in 2 here. Now, the semi-annually affect coupon rate and duration. Okay, so we have to improvise a little bit in the sense that if coupon rate is paid twice a year, the 6% is annual coupon rate. So every 6 months, they cannot pay 6%, 6%. They have to pay, you have to divide by 2. So 6% divided by 2, every 6 months, they are going to pay 3% and another 3%. So cumulatively, a year is going to be 6%. All right. The duration here also have to be changed a bit because the duration is 20 years. If we pay once a year, the payment is 20 times. But because the payment is semi-annually, twice a year. So if twice a year is going to be 2 times payment per year, 2 times payment per year times 20 years is going to be 40 times per year. So again, I'm going to multiply 20 with 2, I'm going to get 40. All right. Now, the preferred stock, it's given here. Okay, preferred stock. This is a data for preferred stock. The dividend is $2.50, sold at 35. Okay, so that's why I have the information here. The share price is $35 per share, and the dividend is $2.50. While the common stock, okay, the common stock, next is common stock, is $50 per share selling price, and the dividend is $4 last year, which means that it's a dividend at time 0 last year, which we cannot change. But you have to remember that when we want to calculate the cost of capital for common shares, we are going to use the value of D1. But in here, it is given D0. All right. And we are also given growing rate of 4%. Okay, the growth rate is 4%. All right, so here I have the information. So stock price is 50. Dividend at time 0 is $4. And the growth rate is 4%. And the final information given is 34% tax rate. So here we have 34%. All right. So with all this information, we have to calculate individual cost of capital for each individual types of capital, source of capital, and then only we can sum them all up. All right. So first of all, let's have a look at cost of debt. Okay. To calculate cost of debt, we need to find, okay, let me write down the formula for cost of debt. Cost of debt is equal to yield times 1 minus tax rate. Okay, so we have to calculate what is yield. Okay, what is the yield here? So how to calculate yield? Okay, yield is equal to, we put our our cursor in the column where we want it to appear, where we want the answer to appear, we can calculate rate. Okay, open bracket. Now we can see all the variables that we need to put in. So N per is the duration. So if you go up at the cost, okay, N per is 40. PMT is, okay, before that, this one is not complete, so I cannot do this. So this one, I have to change into dollar, all right? So dollar here means that 3% is equal to 3% times with par value, right? Which is 30. Now I can do the yield. Okay, so again, I'm going to write rate. N per is 40. AMT is 30. Present value is 1020. Future value is 1000. All right, so we got 3%. Now that 3% is semi-annually. Okay, so for yearly, we have to multiply by 2. So we're going to get, oops, sorry. Okay, we are going to convert this into percentage. All right, there you go. Okay, and now we already have the yield. This is the yield. Now we can use the formula to calculate this. Okay, the cost of debt. So equal to yield multiply with 1 minus tax rate. What is the tax rate? This one. So 4%. Okay, so that is the cost of debt. Next, let's calculate the cost of preferred stock. Now, preferred stock given here, $35 is the price, 2.5 is the dividend. So if you remember, what is the cost of preferred stock? It is simply the dividend, doesn't matter which dividend time 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, because it's just the same amount of dividend. Because preferred stock, the characteristic is the dividend is always going to be the same amount. And then we divide with the market share price. All right. So preferred share price, the market price. Okay. So in this case, it is given both here. The 35 is the market price and the dividend is 2.5. So in this case, we can just put equal sign here. All right. So again, just take dividend, divide by 35. Okay. And we change this into percentage. We get 7%. As simple as that. Now, next, common stock. If we want to do common stock, we have the formula is K for a common stock is D1 divide by common share market price. All right. So we have to calculate what is D1. So D1 is D0 multiplied by 1 plus G. So we do have G, we do have D0. So we have to calculate what is the dividend in time 1. So I put here dividend in time 1. All right. So I put equal sign of D0 multiplied by 1 plus the growth rate is here 4%, and I get 4.16. Now I can use the 4.16 to calculate what is the cost of common stock, which is 4.16, the dividend, divided by the market price, market share price. And I get 0.08. I change it into percentage. There you go, 8%. Now I can calculate WACC. Right? Remember, this is the formula of WACC. We already have all components. We already have the weightage, the cost of debt, weightage for preferred share, weightage for common share, cost of preferred share, and cost of common share. So this is, let me color it a bit so that we can identify. So this is cost of debt, this is cost of preferred share, and this is cost of common share. And then let me use different colors so that I can differentiate this thing. Okay, hold on. So let's say I use blue to mark this one, and I'm going to use red to mark this one. Right, so common stock is red. So let's see, the weightage for common stock is this one. And then the weight for preferred stock is this one. Okay, so that you know which one match to which one. Okay, so this is green. Okay, so now we can calculate the WACC. All right, so the WACC is equal to, all right, the weightage is green weightage, which is 30. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take out this, which is this one. Let me undo this. Okay, this one. Let me put in, hold on. Let me do that again. Okay. Equal sign, open bracket. And this one, multiply by what? Multiply by 4%. Close bracket plus, let's go for the blue one now. Blue one, multiply by another blue one. This one, close bracket, add. Now we go for the red one. Oh, I forgot to open up the bracket here. Okay, there you go. And open up another bracket here. Now we go for the red color. Multiply by this one and close bracket. Okay, let's see if we can get the answer now. There you go. So the total is 7%. We already calculated the weightage of debt, the weightage of the weightage of debt, the weightage of cost preferred shares, and the weightage of common stock, and total is 7% all. All right, so debt is 4%, very low. Common stock is quite high, and it leverages the cost. All right, so that is the answer for this. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you can come back to watch more videos on how we can calculate cost of capital and many other examples that I can give you in the videos. Bye.